Hey, 你在做什么？
Your person of a culture I've chosen to live in.
I would like to take this time to give an apology. First, I would like to apologize to Vincent for kicking his suitcase. Second, I would like to invite you to the 7th episode of our weekly show.
Hey there, observers. This is Taiwan Observer, and let's take a look at the news. I'm Vincent, your regular host, and this is... Oh, hold on.
Joseph, you're on and on host.
Do you smell that?
Yes, it smells like imported beef.
First up, let's talk about the now infamous incident that happened in Ximen MRT station last Saturday. A foreign resident kicked the bag of an elderly woman and then got into a verbal altercation with a man named Huang after Mr. Huang asked him to please apologize to the old lady. Then the man, who was identified as Brian by Apple Daily, shouted at the man and said, "F all you Chinese." Mr. Huang, very angry about this, wrote in a Facebook group explaining the situation. He then got a picture from somebody who said that they witnessed the incident. After receiving the picture, he had enough evidence to go and lay a charge against Brian at the police office, and that's what he did. Brian then turned himself in the next day. At first, Mr. Huang was not happy and said that he didn't think that Brian really wanted to reconcile and that Brian was insincere. Later, he accepted an apology in the form of a video, but he requested that Brian cover his face and wear a cap so that no violence would befall him. Lots of people online are saying that they think that this sort of media coverage for a small incident like this is way too much. Other people are saying that they don't like this law for public insulting in the first place. There are even those who are calling for jail time for Brian. Let us know your thoughts on this situation in the comments.
There are definitely more things to do in Taipei than indulging yourself in some beef. Recently, Taipei has been recognized for having a chill lifestyle and many leisure activities. Global Travel magazine has awarded Taipei the best leisure destination in Asia. Taipei has beaten the Thai island of Phuket, which has taken the 2nd place, and Singapore, that landed the 3rd place. In other news, Taipei and Hsinchu have been ranked in top 100 cities for international students. Taipei has taken the 20th and 21st place. Hsinchu has taken 73rd and 75th place, depending on which company's ranking you are looking at. How about you, dear observers? Have you ever lived in Taipei or Hsinchu? What are your experiences? What do you think of those two cities? Please let me know in the comment section.
In other news, let's talk about criminal justice. This week, many high-profile cases have finally come to a head with their perpetrators receiving sentences for their crimes. Firstly, let's talk about the Color Party Asia incident. 15 people died and almost 500 people were injured. Many netizens were incensed to hear that the man only got 5 years for his crime. But the judges have said that they gave him a harsh sentencing, and this was the maximum possible penalty for this crime. Secondly, we saw 12 city officials and managers get 4 years in prison each for their roles in the gas explosion in Kaohsiung, which killed 32 people and injured over 300. Apparently, the pipe which caused this explosion hadn't been inspected in almost 20 years. Lastly, a pedophile was sentenced to 13 years in prison for abusing 4 underage boys. He found his victims on an online game called League of Legends, and he convinced those boys online to send him naked pictures or to meet him in the park. Apparently, in one such case, he took a boy to the park and then recorded the sexual encounter. The police have said he may have done this to over 20 youngsters last year. This is the 3rd time the man has been convicted of sexual assault. Most people didn't like this outcome and were very upset with the fact that he only got 13 years. They think he should be getting way more time for the offenses he's committed. What do you guys think about this? I think that all of these sentences were way too light. How about you? Let us know in those comments.
Last time I talked about tech, and this time I present you my supercomputer! The Ministry of Science has announced on Tuesday that Taiwan's latest supercomputer, Taipania, is officially operational. But hold on, it's a little bit difficult to talk with a supercomputer on your face. Hey Vincent, can you help me move it?
Oh, isn't this my bathroom door?
I don't know what you're talking about, right? It took 2 years, 430 million Taiwanese dollars, which is 1.5 billion Icelandic kronas, to build it. One petaflop, also known as pflop, takes millions of years to calculate, but the supercomputer can calculate it in just 1 second. Talking about pflops, we may mention about tflops. One tflop would take a usual computer thousands of years to calculate, but a group of students from Tsinghua University have managed to build a supercomputer 42.99 tflops strong. For doing this, they've been awarded the highest computing performance award at the Student Supercomputer Challenge. So now guys, what do you think about the supercomputers? Are they going to help us to develop AI? Are they going to contribute to Taiwanese technology? Let us know in the comment section.
And now let's talk about cell phones. For Mother's Day this year, Chonghua is giving out a great deal. Such a great deal that there were hundreds of people lined up outside of Chonghua stores across Taiwan. You don't believe me? Check it out for yourself. Roll it! Chonghua has responded to requests by staff and the public to extend this deal by saying no, they're not going to. So if you guys want to get this great deal of $4.99 for unlimited 4G, unlimited calls on the Chonghua network, then you guys better rush down to one of your local Chonghua stores like everybody else and get that deal before May 15th. Will you guys be lining up for this? Or have you already lined up? Let us know. I'm gonna go out right now to find a contract for my potato!
The Ministry of Labor has said that they'll be monitoring the living conditions of migrant workers more closely. This decision has been made mostly due to the latest deadly accidents that involve migrant workers. Actually, the number is quite staggering. In the last 6 years, as many as 864 migrant workers have died on the job. There are many migrant workers in Taiwan because there are not many babies being born. Let's take a look at Pingtung, that found an interesting way to combat that issue.
Ah yes, Pingtung has a pretty interesting way to market having some more babies. The pedestrian lights have been changed to show a little romantic story. Originally, the little green man on the lights was alone. Then, earlier this year, the little green man on the lights got himself a girlfriend. Now, Pingtung has added even more to this story. The little green man and his girlfriend have gotten pregnant, and then have had a baby, creating a little green family. I think this is a really cool way to market having more children, especially with the birth rate in Taiwan being so low. What do you guys think? Do you think that this little green man having a little green family will encourage more youngsters to have babies and repopulate Taiwan? So, why don't you let me know? What are your opinions?
According to a 1111 job bank survey, local women are unwilling to enter a marriage unless their prospective husband are earning more than 51,000 Taiwanese dollars. According to the survey, women were unwilling to have babies unless their household income was above 74,000 Taiwanese dollars. The survey has also shown that if moms were to be paid, an ideal salary would be about 53,000 Taiwanese dollars. I personally think that you mothers are worth way more than 53,000 Taiwanese dollars. You are priceless and you must remember it.
Let's take a moment to honor all of the mothers out there.
From the very beginning, they look after us, they clean after us, they cook for us, and they make sure that we're clean.
They also raise us into the people we're going to be when we grow up. They teach us manners. They teach us how to be people. Come on, guys. Please tell us you're honoring your mother today.
Now, dear observers, no matter where your moms are, if you celebrate Mother's Day in your home country this Sunday or not, I think it is still a good time for you to call your mom and tell her how much you love her, respect her, and how much you miss her.
I know I'm gonna be honoring my mom this weekend. Alright, observers, if you want to know anything more about anything we spoke about today, check out the description for links. Taiwan Observer,
Out!